Where are we right now? Just around the bend. All right, let's take the south path. I see you down there.
The Lyrians came to a crossroads. As Meve and her scouts conferred about the proper path to take, a footman, of a sudden, collapsed upon the muddy ground. His comrades strove to rouse him. Alas, to no avail. Meve called for a medic. One arrived post-haste. He checked for wounds, a heartbeat, all else for which a medic checks. Then he peered down the soldier's throat. In a flash, he was on his feet, his hand over his mouth, backing away.
What's with him? What's wrong?
The Queen asked, her eyes darting between the medic and his patient.
Typhus exanthematicus, Your Grace.
Replied the physician, wiping his hands with a spirit-soaked cloth.
Typhus fever.
Contagious?
Extremely, I fear. Though not yet at this stage. The spots are but in his mouth for now. Tomorrow he'll be blotched all over. It's then the disease turns infectious.
I see. What about a cure? Is one known?
The medic looked at Meve, shook his head and shrugged. Alas, there was precisely naught he could do. But where medicine fails, magic may at times stand in. Without giving it two thoughts, Meve called for Isbal.
It's typhus, I've no doubt.
The healer confirmed.
I know a spell that could be helpful. Vigal's cleansing, we call it. It takes time to prepare and many ingredients. Rather costly, all.
Coin's no object,
said Meve.
Get to work at once.
Isbal returned from the local herbalist with herbs valuable and rare. Fern blossoms, mandrake root, comfrey seeds, and more. She then pulled from her bundle a variety of vessels, funnels, retorts, alembics, carafes. Colored concoctions she then brewed, steam and strange odors rising from them. Hours later, after much effort, she had a few drops of a thick substance in a flask. Isbal whispered an incantation, then gave the remedy to the dying man. His tremors and fever subsided at once, the other symptoms fading within hours. At last, Meve could breathe a deep sigh of relief.
Putting increased morale for 250 gold. Here's hoping that she made more than one dose out of that money so that we can cure future instances of this disease. I appear to have missed stuff. Let's go north. It's a lot of chaotic map to parse. Well, howdy there. Gotcha. Oh yeah, here it is. Milady, something made of precious metal shimmers on the floor of the swamp. It could be ancient elven treasure. We can attempt to pull it out, but we must be prepared for the worst. These waters are not the safest. Do you have Barnabas do it? We lose 100 wood for 750 gold. That's probably technically a profiting margin, but it's just wood is constantly my limiting factor. I won't risk my soldier's life for a hunk of metal at the bottom of a swamp. We must ride on. Look at all that shiny. Now I'm standing on it. Grab it with your hands. I'm surprised they let me walk up to it like that. From Foltest, king of Temeria, Pontar, Mahakam, Sodden, and Angren, to Angrenian Foreign Defense Corps. The Nilfgaardians have breached our defenses. I am ordering a complete retreat to Temeria and Brugge via the shortest routes. Do not confront Nilfgaardian forces except in cases of direct attack or attempts at disarmament. All should negotiate the withdrawal of garrisons for each town they reach. They're pulling out. They're running away. That's it for this area aside from the bridge. Seems I might be able to afford something. The Forager Plus. Horse Thief is kind of a weird one. Yep, there it is. Sapper Plus. Let's get it. Get ourselves a Sapper Plus. And can I even build them if I want to now? There's a Sapper in my deck. I do not see one. I think I have too many cavalry in my deck at the moment. This at least doesn't reduce my draw power because he's not something I have to draw. I have not drawn that pitfall trap all day today. What? I almost forgot he's in my deck. Whoa. Yeah, I'm just realizing I've gone all day without drawing it a single time. What a weird coincidence. Let's reduce the strays a little bit. Just to make sure I'm drawing what I want to. Oh, he doesn't cost that much for wood. I think a couple of those make some sense. Let's make some way for him. Probably with slingers. We'll see how that plays. Command tent. Right, there's more units that are upgraded. Gaining a charge from every time you use your loyalty ability is interesting, but it really does rely on them having the same power. Best not to laugh at their silly ass hats, believe me. Like, this guy could still be plopped down between two drummers. That could still be interesting. I'll try putting one on my deck, try him out, see if he blows my mind or something. Two drummers or two slingers or something. Anything with order, I guess. Back down and around. Did not get a teleport spot. A quick travel spot. It always looks like it's going to be a bigger distance on the map. I think that's because the map is more to scale, and it really is a big distance, but because we're a giant representation of a character on a stylized world, we end up feeling like we're moving faster. No distance is as long as it looks. There was totally a travel point right next to where I left, of course.
'Tis a land of monsters. Belongs to them, it does. Human folk are naught but guests here. Beware, me lady. Watch out for leeches especially. They'll slip in your knickers, give them half a chance.
Not me knickers.
No matter what they think, Nilfgaardians won't last long here. Come a time, they'll leave gladly. Just like all the others. Ye've a good heart, my lady. If you'll not have victuals, please, take this. Elf engraving or some such. Means naught to us, but might could help ye.
Map found. It's the middle of some archway garden somewhere. Fairly certain I've not been there yet. It looks completely different from anything else.
'Tis a land of monsters.
A land of monsters. And random recruits. Boom. Not that random. They got to deal with the fact that everything's melting around them, so makes sense to want to join. Oh, we can go out. This goes for a bit. Okay. We'll keep an eye out. Your Majesty, a merchant named Venslav of Maribor has requested that you hear his plea. His horses died of some unknown affliction, leaving his wagon of goods stuck in a swamp. He's prepared to sell his entire stock at a reduced price. He wishes to cut his losses and get out of Angren as soon as possible. What is your response? It'd be unwise not to make the most of this most unfortunate predicament. I accept the offer. Yeah, I want wood. It's hard to get wood. Thank you. It's the exact offer I've been hoping for all game. I really hope I didn't avoid such an offer earlier in the game, but I might have. When I didn't fully, because there's in the first map in particular, I remember some offers I ignored, and I didn't necessarily understand just how vital the wood was going to constantly be for my goals. We're gonna run out of things to buy soon, though. Swamp Song. Meve pricked up her ears. Through the hum of mosquitoes and croaking frogs, she heard something unexpected. A singing woman. Puzzled, the queen followed the voice. She soon stood before the entrance of a cave, footprints visible in the mud. They appeared human, if you don't count the 3-inch claws. Move Meve to the opponent's ranged row. What? Let's find out the mechanics. So I need to move Meve to the top of the screen. Hello. Damaging random units every turn. Weird. Death Wish. Remove Torrential Rain from this row and add a Stray Slinger card to Meve's hand. What? But, Lyria and Rivia, destroy a water hag. Every turn on turn end, if there's no torrential rain on the row in front of this unit, move that row and spawn a Lyria and Rivia in your hand. I have to play her in the back row. If there's no torrential rain on the row in front of this unit. How do I get rid of that one? Spawn torrential rains on all rows. Oh, it's just deploy only? How does she have a deploy effect? She's a freaking hero card. Seep Hag. Well, I guess we have to find out what the Stray's Slinger does, huh? Choose and play one of 2 cards. Okay, so I just don't know what cards do in this game. Great. So this will be trial. I spawned one of you. I spawned one of you. That's not what the card says. That's not what the card says. Every turn, on turn end, if there's no torrential rain in the row in front of this unit, meaning not the one they're on, move to that row and spawn a Lyria and Rivia to my hand. Somehow playing it on the board also did that, so it's also a deploy effect. But they don't say that. Okay. Okay. I don't know what you do. Move the water hag 1 row up or 1 row below. Which water hag? 1 row below? Oh, cool. I play it now.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
There's no torrential rain. One row up. I mean, that's just it, right? Ta-da! Huh. Weird. The idea is kind of fun, it just feels kind of undercooked. Just like the last puzzle I did, where it's just like that... Was that a puzzle? Did I really have to solve anything? Once I knew what the cards did, I won. The only confusing thing was just that the card text doesn't accurately describe what stuff does, and I had to find out by using one what the slinger would do, because they play a mystery card. From Maximilian Keller, docent, Oxenfurt Academy, to Rain Vigmont. In accordance with your request, I have made inquiries into the accuracy of rumors surrounding the so-called Golden Grotto. The results of my research confirm that such a place in fact exists, and it lies to the north of the Elven ruins, which are known simply to the locals as the Arches. It seems Anseed truly did hide a portion of their riches before abandoning the swamp. However, I urge extreme caution. The Elder Races leave their property... the Elder Races rarely leave their property unguarded. Yeah, I saw these arches and was wondering, is this the building that that map was of? Just now it's buried? I'm curious. Do you have secrets for me in this place? Can't really walk around in these places. Saying I can build again, but it just means the thing I don't want. There you go. Yeah, just past a big archway next to a tree. I don't think this is quite right. Yeah. There are a few remnants of details, perhaps, but not the right ones, I'd say. I'm not willing to commit to that location. Hello, creepy little cultists.
For no visible reason, the Lyrian column came to a halt. Meve stood in her stirrups in a bid to see the cause. Something had blocked the way, it seemed. Something large. A tree felled by a storm, or an abandoned wagon, the Queen thought. Neither was true. A boulder huge as a barn lay in their path. Footmen had slung ropes around it, planted their feet, and now sought to pull it aside. Did not budge an inch.
Perhaps I could assist you.
Meve turned in her saddle on hearing the voice. Several travelers in faded robes warily crept from the trees. A young woman with long, light-colored hair led the way.
You don't much resemble a rock troll.
Said the Queen, eyeing the slender stranger skeptically.
But go on, do try.
The fair-haired lass crouched beside the stone, closed her eyes, and began to whisper. Horses wheeled and tugged at their reins. A hound howled in the distance. And then, the boulder rolled to the side like an apple across the deck of a boat rocked by seas.
Who are you? Do tell.
A druid.
Came her calm response.
This stone. It stood in our circle.
The woman silently turned toward the wood. Meve followed her gaze, and among the trees saw other large stones, cracked and scorched.
What happened here?
We refused the Nilfgaardians' aid,
Answered the druid.
so they raised our shrines. Though, perhaps it's a blessing.
A blessing? How so?
A darkness fell upon Angren a time past, and it grows. The forest turns savage, its creatures drunk on blood. Folk have come to worship other cruel gods. It's time we abandoned this land forsaken and went south, to Kedmerkvid.
Our path leads south too, though not as far.
said the Queen.
Do join us. Given the times, there's safety in numbers.
The druids agreed, and were grateful. They walked at the rear of the column, muttering prayers, their faces concealed beneath hoods.
Is it going to affect morale? Nope. We're just going to have to see a later thing happen. Something good or bad. My good deeds are often punished. Yeah, this was their circle. Let's see if something bad happens later. Proclamation. This is a logging zone. Any attempt to impede operations will be treated as sabotage, thus subject to punishment of the highest order. Count Caldwell, Steward of Angren, by imperial decree. Oh, thanks, Caldwell. So Caldwell declared the druid area as being a logging zone, meaning the goal is to destroy all of the trees in that area. Just spiting the druids, probably specifically, I would guess. Because he seems like a spiteful shit. What was his card effect? It was so good, I remember, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, he cloned units, didn't he? Didn't he clone units? You again. I'm already looting stuff before fighting. Ow. Yeah, there's no Nilfgaard camp here anymore. The people of Angren. Rumor has it the Nilfgaardian Empire eradicated nearly all monsters within its borders. If true, Angren must have proved a wholly unpleasant change for the Imperials. At every turn, every trip to relieve oneself in the bushes, a bloodthirsty beasts lurk just at a sight. Yeah, vampires in particular, apparently. Don't usually associate vampires with swamps. Curious. All right, so we're doing more and more long matches now. 2 drummers. Oh, I'll get a chance to try you out. This may not be the best time. This guy's good for chaining weaker units, but vampires don't necessarily tend to have those. I think the vampires have been kind of strong so far. Oh god, 3 drummers. No, get out of my hand. 4 drummers! It's too many drummers. Whoa. Okay, maybe let's stop. Oh right, you guys are good sapper targets. This is gonna be a weird round. Gonna be a weird round. We'll start with the ale, like I tend to. There he is. There's the whittle buddy. Die. Don't want him attacking 3 units per turn if I can avoid it. Normally I'd be a little I would generally be concerned about using Meve's ability on the first turn, because usually there's not that many people to target, but the fact that these 2 both attack kind of adds to that. Kind of makes it a decent first turn overall. They're also making it easier to win first round just because I have 2 units hanging out right off the bat. Again and again. I think... No, yeah, I know. That's all 4 of my drummers in my hand at the same time. Ooh, that's new. The Fledder. After 1 turn-on-turn start, if there is a unit on the opposite road, destroy the one with the highest power and self. Close the window, darling, else we'll be swatting the bloodsackers all night long. Did I say bloodsackers? On the opposite row. He's gonna destroy the highest unit, so he's gonna kill my arbalist and then himself. You really should have played that when I had a strong unit to attack. Alright. I believe opposite means if it's in melee, it's the opponent's melee, and if it's in range, it's the opponent's ranged. I believe that's what that language refers to. So let's just avoid that row while we fight on. Oh. No fire. Not yet.
Looking to dance, eh?
Still, damage done. Should I commit fire? You know, he'll attack with he does attack with his loyalty ability. Maybe I should keep him around. Maybe I should let him kill this guy.
Watch your heads.
After he spends some fire, because he doesn't do anything after he's spent. Nom 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 nom. Goodbye. I said goodbye. I was wondering when he was going to go away. I was like, wait a minute, he's just sitting there with 0. I don't understand. That's not how the rules work, right? I suppose on the off chance I draw the guy that gives us order, I should put my drummers next to each other now. That's like the new oh, he passed. Okay. Was not ready for him to pass that fast. Did he not know that his own character was going to die that quickly? Ooh. I've got that now. What to redraw? I don't know, it's a decent hand. This guy stacking with these guys means I can get a lot of units drawn. Do 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5 if it goes according to plan. I think I'm just gonna want to see what happens. Let's get started on that as fast as possible. Because I want to get busy before they start using those cards that rip my own cards away. Because they like to have those.
Left, right.
The chase is on!
Make somebody have my power, huh? Kind of a small... Oh, well, I have to wait anyway. Once destroyed, mark a new unit. I guess I should actually just do this. There we go. Might as well just not have those guys attacking me. Stop biting my dog. I like my dog. You're a little too strong. Only a difference of 6 right now, though. Can I get my drummers played? We'll see if I get a chance to do something different. A sapper. Oh. I don't really have creative places to use that. Let's wait. If they attack this guy, he'll get weaker, which means I can get him weaker. I don't need to use his ability now. We'll see. There's more coming in. Ooh. Yes, thank you.
Without hesitation.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Pointy end upwards, right?
Here's where a lot of my power comes in now. Alright. Strays of Spalled, that's not great.
What you looking at?
Yeah. Disappointing draw. Lots of power though, especially with the bonuses. This could have gone more climactically.
That is the white of an eye from half a league away.
Well, that was a thing. I'm definitely winning by a big margin. Destroy the one with the highest power. So this guy. Stop killing my dog. I can't heal my dog either. Oh. Sad. Sad, sad. Well, when they kill my guy, that probably counts as damage, maybe. So Isabel will get stronger. Ooh. Better. Oh god, I drew 2 of them.
I smell a leak.
Only after I wasted 2 sappers. Other guy. Strays of Spalled, there we go. I find it interesting how powerful that card is. I'm sure there's situations where it's useful to use that card, but I can't help but feel like he keeps using it to kill something that's weaker than that card. I feel like I'd try to play it in the last round and then pass. And because if it's there at the end, then I get to keep it and it doesn't die. So goes my logic, I suppose. Spike traps. How you feeling? This guy's kind of like a healer right now. I'd want more damage on somebody first, though. I think, like that. That's not bad. Sorry about that. Move a random ally to this row and boost all units by 4. Boosting everyone by 4 is pretty strong, but it is funny that he's like, let's move random ally to the spike trap row, and they just have to suffer the consequences. Here you go. Keep my team healthy with the cool shield dude. Oh shit, those are both 13s. Ah. Saw that a moment too late. She just unironically said that. Okay. Make love, not war, says definitely not fourth wall breaking Witcher character. They don't like her. They don't like what she's planning. They're not happy about that. Not one bit. Oh no, you guys are in trouble.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
Oh my god. Ah. Yeah, he's a pretty good card, as it turns out. Yeah, glad to have him around. You're being memed by drummers. All they did was orchestrate your defeat. You don't have to be mad at them. Yeah, they're running it. They can't win. Not unless he has a bullshit card. Boosts off by the number of other units in this row. Oh no! And damage people at the same amount. The only unit is my trap, technically. Oh. I feel bad for him a little bit. Just watching his cards be like useless because their effect relied on something that they can't do. Well, they got boosted. Here you go. Yay. That bomb is perpetually underwhelming, and it's not because the bomb it doesn't have a cool effect. It has a super strong effect, as we showed when I first got it. It's just that my deck is so powerful that I never have to... There aren't units remaining half the time for him to attack. Like, if this was like Witcher, this is where I would switch to a higher difficulty. Let's double check to make sure there's not one. Did I pick the highest difficulty when I started this game, or were there even difficulties in the first place? I can't remember. From Count Caldwell to Corporal Sifri Felag. We still lack enough loggers to meet the expectations of our most gracious Emperor, Emperor von Emrys. The white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. May the great sun shine upon him. If they'll not be tempted by coin, a ship will suffice. The boors are squatting like beasts in the woods, but I've no doubt you'll find them. I expect you to have 24 new laborers before the month's end. Emir von Emrys has the strangest origin chapter in The Last Wish, the first Witcher book. Not at all what I expected. Can't... No, I won't be able to afford an upgrade yet. I haven't even broken 2,000 wood. Options? Difficulty. That's what I thought. Yeah. What? That's been here. Has that been here the whole time? I've been wanting the dialogue to continue on its own this whole time. Awkwardly clicking it has always been awkward. I didn't realize that was a feature. It might have not been there at start. Oh, you can turn off premium card animations if they look weird compared to everything else. I did not know that that was a feature. Neat. But yeah, I'm playing on hard mode, not normal, despite the appearances. You would think that I'm playing on an easier difficulty or something, or that there aren't any.